Welcome to Flourishing in Menopause. I'm Sonia Benito and I'm excited to have you join me today for a topic that I think is particularly relevant for this time of year. Winter isn't just a season, it's a teacher. And today we're diving into how the natural rhythms of winter can guide us, especially during menopause, to embrace rest, slow down, and manage stress effectively. Let's explore why winter's wisdom might be exactly what your body needs right now. Does this sound kind of familiar? You're juggling endless tasks, trying to meet everyone's expectations, and wondering why you're feeling totally finished off. Now add menopause into the mix. Hot flushes, mood swings, sleepless nights, and it's no wonder the season can feel overwhelming. We live in a culture where the busy badge is worn with pride. Being constantly on the go has become a measure of success, productivity, and even self-worth. But here's the truth. This pressure to maintain a high pace, especially during winter, goes against the natural rhythms of the world around us. Yet women in particular often feel the weight of cultural expectations to keep up, to keep everything running smoothly at home, at work, and beyond. During menopause, this cultural pressure can hit even harder. The hormonal changes we experience make us more vulnerable to stress, fatigue, and emotional overwhelm. So it's really no wonder so many women feel like they're running on empty, yet society tells us just to keep pushing through. When you look at nature, you'll notice something remarkable. The trees let go of their leaves, animals hibernate, and the pace of life slows down. These aren't signs of laziness, they're acts of self-preservation and preparation for renewal. So why do we fight against this natural rhythm? The dark nights and the colder days are an invitation to slow down, reflect, and recharge. Ignoring this rhythm can amplify menopause symptoms like mood swings, hot flushes, and insomnia. Okay, let's talk about stress and hormones. These go hand in hand, often creating what we call a vicious circle. At the center of this is cortisol, the stress hormone. I'm sure you've heard that many times, yeah? During menopause, fluctuating estrogen and progesterone levels make the body more sensitive to stress, which triggers the release of cortisol. Over time, elevated cortisol can worsen menopause symptoms like hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings, and irritability, sleep disturbances, and that dreaded fatigue. And what's more, weight gain around the middle part. Here's how it can play out in real life. So let's think about stress at work. Imagine Sarah, a 47-year-old office manager, juggling tight deadlines, team conflicts, and overloaded email inbox. Every time she feels overwhelmed, her body temperature spikes. Suddenly her face turns red, sweat breaks out on her neck and forehead, and she feels that she's being boiled from the inside. These stress-triggered hot flushes leave her embarrassed and uncomfortable during meetings and worsen her anxiety. So this is what happens when stress activates the body's fight or flight response, spiking the cortisol and disrupting the body's temperature regulation, a system already impacted by menopause. Emotional overload is our second scenario. Let's look at Anna, a 50-year-old mother of teenagers. One evening, after a stressful day of balancing work and family demands, she snaps at her kids for leaving dishes in the sink. Minutes later, she's in tears, feeling guilty and asking herself, why can't I get it together? Her emotions are all over the place. With menopause, the body's ability to regulate serotonin and dopamine, the mood-stabilizing chemicals, is reduced. When cortisol rises due to stress, it further aggravates mood swings, irritability, and emotional lows. Midnight worries is our third scenario. Consider Maria, 45, who wakes up every night between 1 and 3, feeling restless, hot, and anxious. Her mind races with to-do lists, family worries, and self-doubt. Am I doing enough? Why am I gaining weight? By morning, she's drained, irritable, and surviving on coffee. Waking up between 1 and 3 in the morning is often linked to the liver. I've done an episode on this, I think it was last week, yeah? And generally, stress, alcohol, or hormonal imbalance can actually overburden the liver during menopause and disrupt sleep at that time. Finally, let's have a look at our fourth scenario, chronic stress. Now meet Claire, 48. She's noticed her clothes feel tighter, especially around her waistline, despite eating the same way she's always done. Stress has become her constant companion due to caring for aging parents, work pressure, and her kids leaving home. To cope, she craves comfort food at night, think cheese and bread, and a glass of wine. Unknowingly, she's feeding her cortisol levels and blood sugar spikes. So elevated cortisol promotes fat storage around the abdomen. It's normally called the menobelly, and disrupts insulin imbalance, causing energy crashes and persistent fatigue. High cortisol promotes fat storage around the abdomen, we call it the menobelly, yeah, and disrupts insulin balance, causing energy crashes and persistent fatigue. When stress takes hold during menopause, it can amplify the symptoms you're already struggling with. The hot flushes, mood swings, sleepless nights, and weight gain don't occur in isolation. They're interconnected with stress. The good news is that in a future episode, I'll dive deeper into natural ways to manage stress, from breathing techniques to various herbs that you can use to break free from the cycle and regain balance. For now, simply becoming aware of how stress shows up in your body, whether it's through restless sleep, cravings, or mood swings, is the first step toward regaining control. You're not alone on the journey. Please remember that. So, some practical tips to just slow down and manage stress. Firstly, give yourself permission to rest. Remember, you don't have to say yes to everything. Secondly, make sleep a priority. We know that quality sleep is vital for our bodies to rest and recharge, yet many don't realize that particularly between the hours of 1 and 3, our liver is busy making and replenishing hormones for us. Also, lack of sleep over time causes weight gain. Now for something that I'm trying hard to introduce into my bedtime routine is a calming ritual, something that I look forward to. It will be different for everyone. At the moment, I'm trying to reduce screen time, not using the laptop or cell phone after a certain hour in the evening, to control the blue light, because of course that affects our sleep rhythm. And then I just want to read or just be quiet, really. For you, it might be a soak in a warm bath, reading, journaling, lighting some candles, anything that relaxes you. Third up, nourishing your body with warming foods like, soups and herbal teas that support your digestion and comfort. Practical mindful moments is also something we can talk about. So simple stress relieving activities like deep breathing, journaling, or a short walk in nature. Developing a heartfelt appreciation for what we already have can have a big impact on our mental health and physical well-being. Funny enough, studies have shown gratitude can boost feel-good chemicals, regulate stress, train our brain to be more attuned to positivity, improve self-esteem, enhance neutral connectivity in the parts of the brain associated with social bonding. So how cool is that? Many women find that writing their thoughts down in a gratitude journal helps, and that just might be the thing that you need to get started. Let me mention again the journals on the website calmcanvas.co.uk. There's a sale on, so get yourself over there if that's what you need. Let's recap. Winter isn't here to slow us down for no reason. It's here to help us rest, recharge, and prepare for renewal. And during menopause, honoring this slower rhythm can make a world of difference for your health and well-being. So as you move through the season, ask yourself, how can you honor your own winter rhythms? If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Flourishing in Menopause on your favorite platform. Share it with a friend who might need a reminder to slow down this season. And if you have a topic you'd like me to cover, send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Bye-bye for now. Take care and be square.